classes, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock.
It's live this morning.
Here we go.
Oh, snap. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass
Lift your pitcher of that water.
or bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your
Let's
ancestors.
toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. Drink your water. Drink.
Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body. Move.
Come
Toast your ancestors. Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. Drink your water. Oh, family, it is so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. And of course, you know, we are on a daily toast, and this is rare. I'm live. So if you have comments and stuff, you can throw them out. I got caught up in the weekend, and I forgot that I didn't do the toast. So I said I need to do the toast, so I'm up early because usually stuff pop off for us at 5:45 a.m. Ooh, yeah, I'm real late. But anyway, Usually it would air 5:45. I said, well, damn, I just do it in the morning. But then I was thinking 9 a.m., but 9 a.m. is when I usually drop the Our Thing podcast. So we're toasting today. We're lifting up the ancestors. If you have something you want to throw up in there, I got my chats open. I can see. If not, we'll just run through the process. Now, for those who are on the email list, you didn't receive an email either, because I'm thinking about revamping it, because I've been sending emails out every day, and it's like, one, because I get caught up in these things where I'm addicted for a second, and I'm like, boom, all right, hold on. Now, if I'm gonna keep this up for some years, I'm writing emails every day, sending them out back into that. I said, all right, cool. What if I was just to send out something once a week? I just compile all the stuff and send it out once a week, so you could go and decide whether you want to read it or you don't want to read it, and you're not being bombarded. So I'm trying to think about how to do that. So give me a couple of days to think about that. I already pretty much got a method, because I've been posting up on the blog every day as well. So you can keep up with Gianni Journey, because we out here doing this. As a matter of fact, I couldn't do it at 9 o'clock this morning because I have to go somewhere with Cleve. You know what I'm saying? Because we getting busy. The ladies are out and they're doing sensor camps. So shots out. Let's give all of the sensors from all over the country a round of applause, because they're gathering. Not that far outside of Columbus. They're gathering, and Sasha, Marsha, Gina G is up there. You know what I'm saying? Got some Giammi, got Giammi girls up there. So, and this is their first camp experience without their pops. Wow. I feel a certain type of way. You know, I'm sitting up here like, oh, okay. Last thing I said before I left, I told all the Giammi girls, represent, right? But I want to welcome you to the Daily Toast family. We are in the week of Imani. We want to give all the Imani babies a round of applause. We are on the day of Umoja. We want to give all of the Umoja babies a round of applause. And for those that are new to the Daily Toast, you know what I'm saying? You've never been to the Daily Toast. You know what I'm saying? We lift up our personal ancestors, right? And it is a pleasure to be able to stand here before you once a week to do this. And I know some of you are like, why you call it Daily Toast? Because for damn near 7 years we did it daily. So now uh I'm doing it at the top of the week, and I'm encouraging everybody to carry on the personal ritual and see the magic that starts to happen when you start engaging with your ancestors. When we engage with our ancestors, um, we fix a critical link that has been broken um, in our people, and you start seeing magic happen in your life. You start seeing miracles happen in your life. You start getting brighter ideas and becoming more powerful. So join us for the Daily Toast. And like I said, during the week, do your own toasting. Those of you that want to get your ancestors on a list, let me show you how to do that. It's a very, very simple thing. All you got to do is it should pop up, freegnjecourse.com, freegnjecourse.com. Not only do you get the free e-course, but you get to be on the email list. And I know once you get on the e-course, you get emails. All right, cool. Just bear with them. Just kick them to the side. But you be alerted when certain things happen. You get to know what's going on with Giammi Journey. But the the e-course is pretty good. Also, you get plugged into some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then those of you that want to become part of the supporter elite, there you go right there, gnjmedia.support, to support Giammi Journey and the things that we do. And those of you that's like, well, what do y'all do? Get on the email list, find out, or just Google us. Shit. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this for a long time. So anyway, let's get to this toast so I can get Cleve to where he needs to be on time. My ambrosia stash is slowly dwindling, but my son, he don't like making it. And now let me say this. What's crazy is I've been making ambrosia, and I done aged to a point where now I mean, because when I started Ambrosia, it was, oh man, it was a lot of fun. But then when you start doing those gallons and lifting up all that goddamn water in them buckets and doing all that stirring, I wish I could say I didn't understand what, what I'm saying, why Cleve don't like doing that. Cause I be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I get, as I got older, and it's like, damn, I didn't know age would hit me like this. I thought I was a little bit in shape, a little bit more in shape. But obviously, not as in shape as I thought it was. But anyway, let's get this toast on, family. Let's get it. First off, lifting up the creator by whatever name you choose to call it creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that creator. And of course, we say the word of power around these parts. And that is, we say Ashe. Ashe. Word. Okay. And then from there, family, we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to lift up our personal ancestors as we do hopefully you're doing it every day. We're lifting up our ancestors, right? Our personal ancestors. So I'm gonna go to my list. Can I get a camera switch so I can go to my list, please? Boom, there we go. Thank you, Anime. We're gonna lift up our glass. And we're going to salute Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Texana, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, George, and William Walter, Chris Fanny Gasson, Lean, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Michael Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown, the second, Barbara Twigs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pat Ma Robin, Dick Core, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamau, the farmer, Elder Millie Dix, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bro, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Daniel Pullian, Luxor Brother, Ms. Zeta Brooks Crawley, Mr. Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Ms. Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lance Johnson, Ms. Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Chris Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Winterman, Virginia Rogers, Raymond James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Well, Livy the Farmer, Agosto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickerson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nolly Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Eric Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keachla Reese, Linda Watson Hammond, Gerald Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Sylvan Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore, Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hida Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Derek Ramsey, Charles D. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Randy Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Ezra Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mae Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Ali Vester, Mae Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinera, Del Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs the second, Pina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Shane Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald. Doris Donald. There we go. Ellis Murphy, Tamika Russell, Didi Monage, Gina Rube Jones, Jana Callahan. Sometimes, family, I get so caught up, I just start going by memory and I get lost. But let's get it. We have William Walter West. Where we at? Can I get a camera switch, please? We got William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Besiege Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, East Waters, Defeat Science, Anis Bostic, and the Boston, Winifred Scanapay, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratley, Kevin Spratley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Candy, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Leland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Suen Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stage Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ricardo, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paulo Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Prince Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkins Sr., and McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Rosin, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Toure, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, I'm Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Becker, Patricia and Edward Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Becker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, I see you, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Max Nixon, John Bowie, Lester Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Prince Stevenson, Leroy, um, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Prince Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Denise Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny Charlie Scott, Arthur Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Monahan Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Ms. Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Lud Oz, Elijah Oz, Jerome Oz, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Oz, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Lower Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jenna Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Ruby Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Mira Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Harmon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easy, Rashawn Eady, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Business Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Auburn, Masby Cooper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Marco Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClinton. Now, family, I want to apologize because I don't look at the camera a lot because if I look up, I lose my space, and I want y'all to see how long it is. Let me switch cameras so I get y'all a better view. I would lose my space, and I had to go back through and I had to find all this. But these are all of our ancestors. For those that would like to add ancestors to the list, by all means, hit us up. Get on that email list at freegnjecourse.com. Also, now we move to the Black Book. Can we go to the Black Book? Let's get it. We got Miles Brown. My fault. We got Jordan Giles. James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also known as our sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair. We got Anthony Brown. We got Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang, Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks. We have I want to switch the camera again. We got Joseph Bingle, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Hunter, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jeffs, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., the Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson. We got Mr. Thornton. We got Johanna, Josiah Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie Webb. Wow. All right. That part of this just brought up a memory. Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton. My peoples. We got Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, got Victor Bowden, Tracity Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruben Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Dusty Woods. We got Taylor R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamal Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall. We got Steve, Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Jones, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Charles A. Young, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence. Ozella Leathers Sr., Gladys Cope, Ozell Leathers Jr., we got Ozell Leathers Jr. My fault. Ozell Leathers Sr. And we got Ozell Leathers Jr. We got Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Suta Don, Sable Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor, Mae Smith, Juanette Florence, Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice, Andrew Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Bittle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, and Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reese, and Arnett Smith, George Gamble, Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Honey, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Monda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Linda Kane, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donna Brooks, Barbara Mozart, Spade, Ira Branson. We got Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny, Charles Stevenson, Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keaton, Linda Shepard, Bert Ann Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilfork, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams. We got Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak, Vivian Johnson, BJ Jones, Avishel, Roberto Monterosa, Chet Word, Mama Rahani, Deborah Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III. We got Runoko Rashidi, Bobby Battle, Fred Gaston, Tracy Gaston, Adora Gibson, No December, Brother Bashir, Tommy Hustle, also known as Tommy the Barber. We got Phil Haynes, Amanda Brantley, Aunt Carol Walker Welsh, Carrie Ann Brooks, Jeremiah Williams, Tony Smith, Antoinette Pinson, Juanita Mosley, Michelle Simons, Irene Johnson, Aunt Pauline, Nanny Baker, Ian Dabney, Quincy Yelder, Joseph Miller, David Moore, Elder David Moore, Lisa Smith, Willie Thomas, Neva Fitzgerald, Dessa Bell, Mary Lou Rosella, or Roselle. We got Yaya Motley, Yvonne, Bonnie, Gatson Harris, Chris Mateen, Juanita Cookie Corbett, Elder Isad, Carsey Twigs, Elder Harry Belafonte. We got Brother Reggie Roundtree and family. We raise up our glass and we salute each and every last one of our personal ancestors, and we say Ashe. Thank you, Anime. All right. For those that want to add their people to the list, get on the email list, add them on, because once we send you an email, you can email us back. All right, so now from our past, from our ancestors, move to the present moment, and the present moment belongs to us, family. What are you doing with your present moment? Are you building, right? Are you building a legacy? Are you doing something worth remembering? Lifting up the glass for those of us that are keeping it. You know what I'm saying? That's keeping this moment sacred, that's moving forward, and that's building. We lift up our glass, and with that, we say Ashe. From there, we're going to move to our future generations. We lift up our children's children on to infinity. Family. We toast them right now. We toast them right now. We celebrate them right now so that we will be celebrated by them, right? We set an example. We lift up our glass and we say the word of power, Ashe. From there, we're going to move to all of our relations. My fault. Lift up our glass. We're going to all of our relations. We lift them up and we say Ashe. And from all of our relations, we're going to move to our special cause, right? We're going to lift up that special cause. And you got a special cause out there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to share it, you know, you can go and post it up. If not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to lift it up and you going to yell it out. Special cause or something that you want to support, something that you want to send some energy out to, lifting it up. Come on now. All right. Also, we want to, okay. So I can't, okay. Also, we want to lift up all of those who might be sick, shut in within our community, right? In our tribe, in our extended families. We want to lift them up. We want to salute them. Come on now. If you say some names, so these that wellness energy, come on. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we're going to move to that selfish toast. You know what I'm saying? If we don't take care of ourselves, how can we toast our ancestors? How can we take care of our community? So we got to make sure that we are pouring into ourselves. So we're going to lift it up. When this is that selfish toast, and I'm going to ask the question I ask every day. Well, and I ask every time I do the toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards the greatest you? What is it you need in this moment? We lifting it up? Come on now. Ashe. From there, we're going to move to that tribal toast. My tribe is Giami. What's your tribe? Come on now, because I've been telling y'all for years, tribe up. Come on now. Don't get caught. Don't get caught without that tribe. We lifted it up. Come on now. And we say, what's your tribe's name? Saying it? All right, Ashe. All right. From our tribe, we're going to bring it to the most important individual in the room. I'm going to lift my glass up to the most beautiful, the most inspiring, most uplifting, the wisest and the bravest individual in the room. I'm lifting up my toast to you. I toast you, and we say, Ashe. And bringing it back home, we started with the creator. Of course, we're going to end with the creator. We're lifting up our glass. We salute that creator, and we say, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Got that mythic, we call that the Phoenix saying. You know, you got to have your mythic, your mythic relics. That's one of the relics. We lifting up our glass. Man. All right, so family, you look, I'm out. I want to thank those of you that took the time to join the toast, whether it was live or whether you came later, because today we are live. I'm right here, right now with you. So those, anybody out there, if you got something you want to say, go and post it up. Hell, I might even be able to let you call in. All right, so I'm out. Yep, we get clear over here on time. I'm out. Peace. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Giami's journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Giami's journey, and let's build together.